Guys, welcome back to the Path to Perfection series. This is the World Cup mode. It's episode 6, and basically our goal is to get the best team we possibly can while not buying any FIFA points at all, just playing games and using coins that we get from those games to open the packs and see what players we can get. In future episodes I'm definitely going to be doing some of the icon packs because some of these videos are pre-recorded. But I will have some of those repeatable icon packs coming out also. I think I have a video coming up soon to where I open around 6 or 7 of them in one go, so putting all of our players to use in that. This guy is going to be the first guy that we're going to come up against. He's got Salah, who is obviously his main player, and he is playing striker as well. And what's quite interesting about this, guys, is he's playing Salah on the left. Now, some of you guys may do that also. I personally would play him on the right if I was going to play him as a striker. But what that tells me is that he's not planning on cutting in. He's not planning on... If you've got a left-footed player, and this is why it's so important to know your opponent and to study his team for the 10 seconds that you get to have a look to see and to make a judgment about what type of player he might be. So guys, for the question of the day in the comment section below, let me know what the best player that you've packed so far, and have you been opening any of the icon packs, and I'm guessing that that's what your best pack's going to be, and also what your favourite player so far is. And this is just a thing I've been doing recently, so I hope you guys can answer that question. It's us getting started there with a 1-0, and it was a nice attack and it was a nice first effort, and the goalkeeper made a great save, but we snapped up the rebound, which I've got to say, guys, from what my normal Ultimate Team and Career Mode games are like, on this World Cup mode, for some reason I'm definitely getting my fair share of bad luck, but I'm getting my fair share of good luck as well. So that's nice to see. And on these episodes that I'm currently doing at the moment, the episodes in the beginning, I'm still feeling out the process of how I'm gonna work with the teams and how the World Cup mode's different, and getting back into online play. As a lot of you guys know, I've not played online for a while, so getting back into that is a challenge. And you know, in sort of the next few episodes that are going to come out, you're going to see me starting to get better and starting to feel way better about my game. I mean, I started very well here. The first goal was a nice attack, and then that was just an absolute thunderbolt. I just absolutely put the laces through it, and that's what I like to do, is just when you get on the edge of the box and you see an opportunity, what I like to do is I'm usually passing it around a lot, but when my opportunity comes, I'm just going to take it on. And that was a great shot to make it 2-0. And this guy was kind of... I know what it's like, because I do exactly the same as what he did, which is trying to stay calm when you're losing 2-0 is very difficult. It's not an easy thing to do, and he was panicking a little bit. A defensive error there from me, and it was a lovely finish from him, actually, right into the bottom corner with Mohamed Salah. Really positive finish from him. They're happy with that, and it's a goal that I'm happy to concede, other than the fact that, you know, we kind of gave it to him. It was a defensive error from myself, and he made a bit of a defensive error there, but he got away with it. The keeper made a great save, and I love to see a goalkeeper make a save with his feet. I know there's certain goalkeepers that do it more often, such as David De Gea, to name one of many, but there's only a few that can do it, and that right there is what I think. 3-1 up coming into half time, that's a crippling goal to concede. When someone comes forward and cuts in and then passes it across and scores, and you're 2 goals down now at half time, it's a crippling result. And if it would have been 2-1 at half time, you feel positive. You think, okay, second half, he scored 2 goals, there's no reason I can't score 2 in the second half. But it's not a great feeling when that happens. So if you guys aren't subscribed to the channel, I would just consider doing so, and if you do, click the little bell next to it, and what that does is just give you a notification every time I upload a video, because I really don't want you to miss them. I'm providing some really good content, or at least I feel it's really good content here, and I don't want you to miss it, guys. So if you want to consider subscribing, I would appreciate that. And if you're new here, welcome. I appreciate you tuning in today, and I upload videos 6 days a week, so that's something to look out for. So to me, this game was kind of a game of passing, to be honest. It was kind of a game of me passing and just working it around his squad, and not purposely, it's just my play style, but I could tell it was really frustrating him. And then he gave the penalty away there. It was a very good run from us. We was dominating the start of the second half, and he was just never in the game. He had one shot on target there, and that was kind of our own fault, not that he didn't make a good finish, and he just couldn't take. He knew I was going to get the penalty. It was his fault. He shouldn't have done it, and so he just thought rage quit. And I've talked about rage quitting before. I just don't. If you guys want to rage quit, great. You do what you want with your FIFA play. But for me, I'm not really about it. You put it this way: you will never see me rage quit on this YouTube channel. Whether this YouTube channel's here for 1 year or 5 years, we know nobody really knows the future of this platform. But you'll never once see me rage quit, not once. So I just don't believe in it. I think there's an opportunity to learn something when you're losing. That's the way I see it, and I don't really get too worked up or angry about losing. But this guy's got a great team. Cavani up front, who is actually somebody I'd love to test out, and then he's got his icon in the centre mid. Kante is another player that I would really like to get. Kante and Cavani are two players that I would love to play with. So getting things started here is him on the attack, and I don't know who his winger was there, but he is very, very fast, and that kind of it shocked me a little bit. It took me a little bit to get used to that, and you'll see what happens. And we had a great first game, and that passing right there is something, I just think that's on another level to me, at least in my ability and what I think I'm capable of. Just the play, the run, the pass through, the little flick, and then straight through. I just seen the run, timed it perfectly. Great finish, didn't panic, and make it 1-0 really, really early in the match, and that makes a big difference. So it's really about how you're going to react now. As you're going to see, he brings Messi on straight away. He's like, right, screw this guy, I'm going to show him a lesson. And I didn't take this guy seriously, and I have to give him credit, but I have to say to myself, I'm an idiot for this. I didn't take him seriously. I was tired at the time. It's no excuses, it's just the truth. I was really tired at the time, and again, defensive error. You could see I gave the ball away easily. I could have easily gotten that away. I didn't pay him enough respects, and that was poor goalkeeping as well. I don't know why he didn't just save that with his hands. He tried to go down with his legs and save it, and all of a sudden I found myself in quite a tricky situation here with the scoreline. He comes forward again. I could be defending a lot better there, even though he didn't score from that first chance. I could be defending far, far better from that position. I just don't feel like I'm putting enough pressure on. That's another great save. I'm not defensively putting enough pressure on him. We've got quite a lot of guys back. It's a fairly defensive formation at times, and look, he's just sat on the edge, and that is a penalty. I took him down there. I didn't mean to take him down, but I took him down, and that's a penalty. And it was just frustrating at the time, because it's frustrating now, looking back, because I know I can play so much better than this. So he's going to step up to take the penalty straight down the middle, and I don't ever really dive, or should I say stay down the middle. When I'm coming up against an opponent, I just think, left or right, this guy's going to go, and I don't really tend to go down the middle. I just don't think the ratio of how many players do it is very high, and that makes it 3-1 to him. He gets it on the edge of the box and just blasts one home with Coman, who I don't really think's got that great shooting, at least from what I remember. So like I said, it was kind of a game of me being complacent, but also, you can see there he's just toying with me at that point. He knows I've kind of not given up, because I certainly hadn't given up. I was still playing and giving it what I had, but as soon as he basically worked out what to do against me, which is very intelligent from him, which was stay on the edge of the box. I'm not going to commit to anything, at least in this game I wasn't, or sometimes as the game went on I was over committing, and he's just going to sit on the edge of the box and just finesse it into the top corner every time. With his Messi and Cavani, I'm going to struggle to do anything against that if I'm not closing him down. What I should have been doing here, so that you guys can get a feel for what you might want to do, is I should have been closing him down. Look here, look how much space he's got. I'm not closing him down. I wait till the last second to close him down, and he gets through again. So definitely this was a game which is a great game, because it's a game to learn from. It's a game to look back at what I've done and what I didn't do, and see where I need to be better and where I can improve. And that's what I mean. I wasn't giving up. You can see there, 90th minute, I'm still coming forward. Very good goalkeeping, and then the rebound falls to Di Maria, and I just slot it in. So I wasn't giving up. I was giving everything I had still, after my complacent areas. And so that's at least a good thing. We're going to go into the third game. This doesn't last that long, as you will find out in a second, but this guy's got an incredible team, and it's one of those compact formations again. And in this World Cup mode, as I've stressed before, when you have a compact formation, I feel that teams do really well and players do well against me with a compact formation. Mids, in terms of like right and left mids, I think can do really well. But wingers and like left forward and right forward, I just don't think are that good in this mode. He comes forward and shoots, gets the rebound. I was most unhappy about that rebound, because the shot was it was a nice little shot, and he probably deserved a goal, to be honest, from that hitting the post. But it's always frustrating. My defending, as you can see there, was kind of all over the place. And he makes the smart pass across to make it 2-0 in the 6th minute. And that was kind of like the moment I was thinking, you've got to start getting your shit together, really. I don't really swear on this channel, but you know what I'm saying, that you've got to get it together now. And I didn't, as you'll see. But it doesn't last very long, and it's not a rage quit. You'll see what happens in a minute if you. And just to say, guys, if you've enjoyed the video so far, I would really appreciate if you just click the like button and give the video a thumbs up. That just, again, it's just there to be used. It's just a feature on YouTube, and it's there to be used. You're supposed to click the like button if you like the video, so I would appreciate if you did that. But he comes forward again and gets the third goal, and it was one of those games where I was just thinking, because when you start a match and you think, okay, I can play good, I can play bad, I've got an option to how I play. I felt like I wish I could start again and start and play from the beginning, and I couldn't, and it is what it is. So that was a really, really good cross, and that was a really, really poor finish. I don't know what happened with Ronaldo, and we were starting to lag a little bit here, and as we do, the connection goes. So I thought it was my internet connection. It wasn't. It was EA that did that. So I really don't know what they was doing. I don't know if it was something to do with the servers or what that was. But that's going to be it for this episode, guys. Tomorrow's episode will be the Arsenal career mode. So make sure you are staying tuned for that. And that's going to be all for this episode. So I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.